In this video, I will speak to you about subtracting integers. I should begin by stating that every subtraction problem has the same answer as an addition problem. In other words, a minus b is equal to a plus the opposite of b. Let's take a minute to look at some examples. We all know that 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. Based on the rule that I have written above, I could also state that 8 plus negative 5, negative 5 being the negative 5 down here being the opposite of positive 5. So 8 plus negative 5 is equal to 3. So what I've done here is I started with a subtraction problem and I rewrote it in the form of an addition problem. Let's take a minute to look at the problem I have written in front of us. Negative 5 minus 4 equals, and here I've written a question mark because I do not yet know the answer to this question. So again, using the rule that I have stated above right here, I'm going to rewrite my subtraction problem in the form of an addition problem because at this point in my learning, I'm very comfortable adding integers. So I can state that negative 5 plus negative 4 is equal to some number. I have simply rewritten my subtraction problem in the form of an addition problem by converting the second number in the operation into its opposite version. So negative 4 is the opposite of positive 4. Now it's simply a matter of solving this addition problem that I have written. We have been practicing that a lot, so let's quickly take a minute to figure out the solution to this problem. So like we've been doing in the past, I would begin by graphing the first number in my operation, negative 5. Once I have graphed the first number in my operation, negative 5, on the number line, I would look to the second number in my operation. Here I see negative 4. Because I am adding a negative number, I know that I want to move in the left direction on my number line, further into the negative region. So I will move 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, landing on the number negative 9. So I can, moving back up to the original problems that we wrote, I could state that negative 5 minus 4, that's equal to negative 9. Or I could also state that negative 5 plus negative 4 equals negative 9. So in this example, you can see how rewriting a subtraction problem in the form of an addition problem is a nice way to find the answer to your question. In this next example, I'm looking at the operation 5 minus negative 3. Using the rule I have stated above right here, I'm going to rewrite this subtraction problem in the form of an addition problem. I can state that 5 plus positive 3 is equal to this quantity. Here you can see I rewrote the operation as an addition problem, and I took the second number in the operation and added the opposite. Let's take a minute to remember that negative 3 is the opposite of negative 3. If you look directly above at the rule I have stated above, we could draw little arrows to show exactly how I am deriving these numbers. So I'm starting with the number 5, or a, and from that I am subtracting a value, b, in this instance negative 3, and then rewriting my equation as a plus, and then the opposite of b. So negative 3, that was my b value, and then positive 3, this is my opposite b value. Once I have rewritten my equation as 5 minus negative 3, and in the form, or written the original problem, 5 minus negative 3, in the new form, 5 plus 3, I can quickly state that 5 minus negative 3 is equal to 8, because we all know that 5 plus 3 equals 8. To quickly recap the essence of this lesson, understand that A minus B is equal to the quantity A plus the opposite of B. In other words, you can solve any subtraction problem by rewriting it as an addition problem. You just need to remember to add the opposite of the number that you want to subtract. So, again, just one final example. If we want to complete the operation 5 minus negative 7, I can rewrite that as an addition problem, stating that 5 plus, and I'm going to use positive 7 because positive 7 is the opposite of negative 7. So 5 plus positive 7. Now I quickly can state that 5 minus negative 7 is equal to 12, because we all know that 5 plus 7 equals 12.